What's going on, y'all? So today I want to talk about relationships, and this probably going to be mainly like directed towards women, and this is not like bashing anybody at all, but I need women, like, if you're in a relationship that is not healthy for you, and if that man is doing anything physically wrong, and I mean like abusing you mentally, emotionally, physically, you need to do the best thing you can do is to just get out of the situation. I know it might be hard, even if you say you love the person, but like at the end of the day, if a person is abusing you emotionally, physically, mentally, you should not want to be around that. I don't care how much you love that person. You don't want to be around that, because that does a lot more damage to you than that person that you're with. And I don't want women to sit up here and think that, oh, what I'm doing wrong, because you shouldn't think that way, because now you're actually physically really blaming yourself for that person's action or that man action. And you shouldn't do that, because once you start doing that, you're basically going to put yourself in a situation where you're going to try to do everything right for him, but it's not technically right for him. It's right for him in a situation that he wanted to be, but it's not right for you, basically, if that really makes sense, you know. I don't like seeing women in that type of situation. You would hear that a lot from a lot of women, that, you know, whether they're in an abusive situation, like I said, mentally, physically, or emotionally, and they tend to say that they love the person and they care about the person, and they don't want to, you know, they've been through so much, that person been through so much, they trying to save them, and they don't want them to go through, you know, the system or whatever it may be. They don't want them to go through that, because they might put them through so much. But you have to understand, he's putting you through everything. So you have to sit up here and figure out which way you want to go, and you need to go the way to protect yourself and keep yourself and keep your sanity, because at the end of the day, like I said, that person, he's there, but he's not really taking care of you, and he's making you feel down. He might not see it, but you definitely should see it, and you should feel it, because if you're waking up every day to this person, and you can have your good days, you can have your bad days, but if you're having a lot of bad days, it's going to show more of, you know, as far as your situation with that person is going to show more. Even if you have good days with the person, it might still show. So like I said, if you're in a situation like that, you know, try your best to get out and get out of the situation. Especially like an abusive situation. Like, I feel like personally, if a man is abusive towards you, a man would do so much physical harm to you that you have to protect yourself. You don't want to keep going on, because what I was explaining earlier to a couple people that I was talking to about this situation, the man, if he's in that situation of physically always having you down and controlling you and everything in that situation, he's basically have a lighter and you have gas all over yourself. So once he get into that situation where that lighter turns into a big flame, you don't know what's going to happen, you know. And men, if you have, you know what I'm saying, if the man have a rage that's like boom, like that switch just flipped and he goes off, like, you don't know what can happen, you know. And that's why I said, if it's a bad situation, you have to get out of it. And women, like I said, I love women a lot, and I hate seeing that a woman, you know, if they're dealing with a abusive situation, you know, you try to figure out how to get out of the situation, because people always tell you, oh, you could just walk out, you could do this and do that. Like, people don't understand that there's so much that goes on in your mind when you're like going through so much like that. So I can't sit up here and blame any women that are in an abusive situation, and then everybody from the outside saying just walk away, just walk away. Sometimes it's kind of hard to really get that picture. And maybe, you know what I'm saying, if you have friends and they see it, if they try to, like, you know, just give you advice and then probably put more of a pressure on you and let you know that, like, you have to see what I'm seeing. Like, I know you love this person, but you have to see what I'm seeing. Like, you're crying to me at night, or you're calling me at random mornings, like early in the morning, about this and about that, what he did, what he didn't do, why he do this. I'm waiting on him. I need to go to work. He got my car. This type, all types of things that you can think of. You have to sit up and you have to say to yourself, man, I need to help this person out. You know, we all need help in life. You know, we all do need help in life sometimes. And if somebody is going through something, like if you know somebody, a woman that's going through something, or a man, I'm not going to sit up here and discriminate the situation, but it's mainly men sometimes that are doing this stuff to women. You'll see in the news sometimes where a boyfriend and girlfriend, where the girlfriend had called the police on their boyfriend multiple times because they get into these situations, and then like they put a restraining order out, they do all this stuff, and then it's not really being. You can't. Sometimes people like to blame the women and say, "Oh, the women let them back in the house because they had their little situation. Now they're cool again, or whatever. They're on and off and all that." So they'll try to blame women, but you'll have these situations where men actually go beyond everything, and it just basically either kill their girlfriend, like beat them up so bad. You've seen pictures where women would get abused and you'll see their face all swollen up, or some just, like I said, they get killed. And like I said, it's hard. Like, it's sometimes, a lot of times in these relationships, it's signs in there that'll show you, especially if I know people heard this from, you know, friends of women that probably been in a relationship where they'd be like, oh, he said he's going to kill me and stuff like that. Take that as a stamp that you need to just get away from everything and do whatever you need to do, because when somebody says that, especially if a man says they're going to kill you or they will put their hands on you, 9 times out of 10, when that situation gets to that point, they probably will do that. So like I said, I need women out here, if you're going through something, like, there's plenty of places you can call, plenty of places you can go to. There's plenty of help out there. Just try to do your best to go get the help to get out of that situation, because I hate seeing it. I'm gonna be honest with you, I hate seeing it. Like, it hurts my soul to see that, you know, a woman get abused or get treated to the point where she feel like she did something wrong, so she's gonna take the abuse. No, don't ever think like that. Just go get help. I'm gonna put some stuff down in the description. Just, you know, if you're dealing with something like that, and if it's hard for you to maneuver around, just take the information down here that I'm about to put. Peace.